The US is changing its military playbook in Africa, and it could reshape the future of security across the continent. For decades, America provided boots on the ground support, training, logistics, even direct operations. But now it's stepping back and telling African allies, you're on your own. Welcome to One World Journal, where we unpack global politics, power shifts, and the human stories that connect them all. Today's story, a dramatic shift in US military strategy that's already sending shockwaves through Africa's defense landscape. So, why the change? According to military analysts, it's not about abandonment, it's about prioritization. With rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific, growing competition from China and Russia, and internal political shifts, the US is redirecting its resources. African countries are now being told to take ownership of their security, to lead, coordinate, and act. This is a strategic pivot, but also a risk. Can nations dealing with terrorism, insurgency, and fragile governance suddenly manage without long-standing American support? In May 2025, during African Lion, the US military's largest exercise on the continent, involving over 40 nations, US General Michael Langley made a statement that caught many off guard. He said African nations must begin to stand on their own militarily, that America's role is changing from active defender to strategic supporter. The message is clear: the US won't be the first responder anymore. Instead, African countries must build stronger, independent forces to manage their own security threats. While the US pulls back, others are stepping in. Russia has deployed mercenaries, intelligence assets, and trainers through the infamous Wagner Group in countries like Mali and the Central African Republic. China is investing heavily in defense partnerships tied to its Belt and Road infrastructure projects. The stage is set for a new great power contest, not in Europe or Asia, but right here in Africa. And while the West scales down, authoritarian regimes are offering no-strings-attached military deals. This shift could alter alliances, values, and the balance of power for decades to come. For Africa, the message is mixed. Yes, self-reliance could empower nations to reclaim sovereignty and reduce dependency. But without proper funding, training, and accountability, the risk is a security vacuum, vulnerable to insurgents, criminal networks, and foreign exploitation. Some nations like Rwanda, Kenya, and Morocco are already investing in stronger, independent forces. Others are still reliant on foreign aid and partnerships to stay afloat. The challenge? Building capable forces without losing control to external influences or internal corruption. This isn't just about soldiers and bases. It's about what kind of future Africa wants, and who will help shape it. Will African nations forge new alliances and stand stronger together? Or will outside powers exploit this moment of uncertainty? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: Africa's security is entering a new era, and the world is watching.